if you blitz, Fields only sees one option, and if it's not there, he's running. So if you blitz, he ain't gonna, he might have a big play here and there. But if you're blitzing, especially in the beginning of the game, and you make that turnover, and then we run the ball, we hold the clock for like 7 long drives, we score touchdowns, and then when the Bears get behind, and then you don't have to, blitz as much. You let Fields make these passes, and I just think that you got to start out blitzing. Maybe not the whole game, but you got to start out blitzing.
I know what you're saying about speeding him up. You want to speed him up.
Listen, Mark, I think this...
Yeah, absolutely. Speed him up, and then when Aiden can break through the couple of times, there's no stopping it. So that's kind of why...
No. I believe it as is exactly what you did and rely on him to make mistakes or Eberflus to make mistakes. That's how you won the last game. It wasn't pretty, but you didn't oversue. He made his plays, but I don't know, if you start blitzing, man.
Fields didn't make many mistakes last game, though. We played them at all. It was
lineup ever. Let's go electric together and experience how Ford has changed the game of EV. Exhilarating, exciting, electrified. Visit Suburban Ford. We do more than sell cars. We help create memories. Find the right electric vehicle to fit your lifestyle. Online at suburbanford.com. Get to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch every game. Come early, come hungry, and come thirsty to score all the deals at B-Dubs before, during, and after the game. Join us for happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Our late night happy hour 9 p.m. to close 7 days a week. Sign up for our Blazin' Rewards loyalty program and receive exclusive offers just for being a member. And Smoky Sweet Hot Barbecue is back for a limited time only. Get it before it's gone. Visit BuffaloWildWings.com to find your nearest location.
Take those keys to the game and put them in the ignition. CMAC Transportation is now hiring truck drivers for local home daily positions. Visit CMACTrans.com/jobs to apply.
Detroit. Always live on the Free Odyssey app. The Detroit Lions Tailgate Show, brought to you by CMAC Transportation. Thornton and
Shook
Cruz,
really bad.
A bonus.
Icon Restoration, and Corrigan Oil.
A bonus
Here are
slow
Rico
motion.
Beard and Jim Costa.
Shook so
Lions
bad.
game day. Lions in Chicago against the Bears. Lions looking for their 10th win of the season. It'd be more than they had last year if we'd still have a month to go. 5 weeks left in the season. Lions, if they're going to win today, it comes down to keys to the game. The keys to the game. Brought to you by CMAC Transportation. CMAC Transportation, leaders in the transportation industry for 20 years and counting. We do this every week. Lions win if blank, and then we get to fill in the blank, you guys included.
Are you on me?
Hey, you.
Lions win if David Montgomery has a big day.
What's a big day? 100 yards?
Yeah, over 100 yards. That means you're controlling the ball. Probably 2 touchdowns. I don't think that's asking a lot. Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 100 yards. Means you do not have to rely on Jared Goff.
Ball's not put in harm's way.
No. And yeah, you're keeping Justin Fields on the sideline.
I think the Lions, their D-line today has to strike the balance of getting pressure without being overly aggressive, because if you get undisciplined and you get out of your rush lanes, Fields is going to take what should be a 3-yard loss
You see,
and turn it into a 15-yard gain.
and this is why I say Montgomery is the key, because you could do all of that, or you could just control the ball yourself. You flip it so that today you possess it for 40 minutes. Best way to beat Fields? Sideline. Sideline's undefeated.
And then you start pressing a little bit when you're in the game because you haven't had the ball. I got to play, I got to do something, I got to do something.
Now you're out of rhythm.
Yeah, and then the other key is if you're pressuring without being too aggressive, you don't get beat on the screen game. I can't tell you I've watched every Bears game, but I feel like when I watch them, it's like every 4th play is a screen. It's DJ Moore on a little tunnel screen, or it's
'Cause
when
everybody
Tyler
feels.
Scott's healthy, they'll throw him the ball.
Because everybody feels, we got to bring pressure, we got to bring blitzes. Because everybody knows their offense is kind of anemic, so they took advantage of that. And